Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Click that like, click that subscribe tab if you're new here at Freedom News Now for these YouTube videos. Welcome, welcome. This April 20th, 2025 YouTube live stream. Welcome, welcome. What a great time to be alive. We're talking officers get fired for insane behavior live. We're back in studio, back in the war room, coming to you straight from the underground. Jackson police officer arrested for insane behaviors, charged, waiting on sentencing, waiting on that full report, that sentencing report. Let's OTVO, welcome. Arthur, welcome. You're on this April 20th, 2025 YouTube live stream. Give a shout out, a happy Easter to all those that are celebrating that. Jackson County Sheriff Department is the first municipality to sign a warrant agreement with ICE. Jackson County Sheriff, their jails, Jackson County Courthouse was all defunded in the tune of over $1 million. All in all, it's not really that much. They're still being funded by millions of dollars, but they're defunded by over $1 million and saying they didn't have enough money. They needed more money mainly for jail operations and expenditures. And now they're signing an agreement where their jail is working with ICE. Jackson County has become the first municipality in Michigan to enter into an agreement with a federal immigration agency to execute warrants without judicial approval. The recent move concerns immigrant rights advocates who fear the program will lead to racial profiling and increased detentions and deportations of illegals who don't have criminal records. Known as the Warrant Service Officer Program, the agreement allows deputies of the Jackson County Sheriff's Department to effectively act as federal agents by helping U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, in targeting illegals who may be jailed or in custody of the sheriff's department. Jackson County has about 160,000 residents, which has skyrocketed to over 250,000 residents after traitor judges, activist judges at the D12 County Courthouse, like Allison Batestein and Michael Cohen Clarenstein, thought it was a good idea to flood the communities of Jackson, Michigan with tens of thousands of illegals from Somalia, from Haiti, from the Congo, all the while stripping the rights, the Second Amendment rights away from the American people, the people of Jackson, Michigan, the state of Michigan. The people of Jackson, Michigan decided to rise up. They had enough. They spoke up at the last fully rigged selections. Decided to defund them. I think it's got enough funding to cooperate with ICE, and we'll see how many they actually get in there, though. You know, the police officers are giving the order to stand down from the DAs, the prosecutors, these judges that fail to uphold rule of law. The city leaders, they put all of them put the stand down order to the thin blue line, the police officers, the ones out there doing all their dirty work for all these old ladies behind the bench, these 75, 80-year-old female judges behind the bench. They're empty egg cartons. Their eggs are all cracked and dried up. They're all bitter behind that bench because their egg cartons are empty. Either that or they're all bleeding all over the benches, bleeding all over rule of law in our courthouses. Daniel, welcome. Yeah, basically it's if they pick someone up on a crime and then they detain them in the jail, the county jail, then the county jail holds them, and if they've got a warrant, they cooperate with ICE and turn them over to ICE. They're not going to be, no sheriff's deputy out patrolling is going to be actively deputized with the feds, allegedly, to do, according to the sheriff, other than him. He's an active fed, allegedly. Allegedly, he's a deputized fed. The sheriff, shoot him. You can't make this up. The sheriff, Jackson County Sheriff's last name is Shooting. Sheriff Shooting. He comes from a long line of police officers. His whole family are all police officers. Their last name is Shooting. You can't make this up. What's that tell you? You know, a lot of people, they get their last name from what they did, from their occupation. Like farmer, someone with the last name Farmer, they come from a long line of farmers oftentimes, or coopers. If you're a cooper, you may be a woodworker or something. But these police officers, the sheriff, his last name is Shooting. What's that tell you? And the chief of police, the city chief of police, his last name is Hit. Comes from a long line of police officers of hits. What's that tell you? That's what they do for a living. They shoot him and they hit him. Hey, it's just the way it is, man. They come from a long line of cops. That's what they're doing, not First Amendment auditors. We're the white hats, stand on the right side of history, the law-abiding heroes. Ice water, welcome. Numbers will pick back up. Numbers come and go. Numbers usually get picking back up midway through the year. We'll test these numbers, test these algos. Got locked up for self-defense. Well, you got to be careful with that self-defense because, you know, at some point you got to look at the other person that you're the other combatant. There's mutual combatants. Whenever there's a self-defense claim or there's a, you know, a fight of some sort or confrontation and altercation, there's usually two parties involved at least. So, you know, once it becomes where you're in self-defense and then, you know, there comes a point where that other person, they have a right to self-defense as well. So there's like a fine line there where it goes from self-defense to, you know, you become the suspect or the, I mean, I want to use the words because got to self-censor. It's like my vocabulary's got to be basically cut in half, 50% or less, 75%. You're only allowed like 25% of your vocabulary on these social media platforms so you don't get completely shadow banned, completely censored. I love it when you guys watch all those videos. We got all those perfect titles, those perfectly matching titles. Never any clickbait titles. Pete off guy, Youper. Welcome. Bloodborne, welcome. Yes, we've given out the happy Easter to everyone early in the stream. Happy Easter to everyone who's celebrating the Christian holiday. Daniel, you need a body cam? Yeah, it's good to have that body cam. That helps you out, definitely. If you have that and you can use that in your favor. It's almost good anymore. If you're going out in public, it's almost good to invest in some sort of body cam and keep it on you all the time. If you're going to keep it running while you're out in public. Most of them now, they'll run on a charge for 12 hours or more. And it doesn't have to be the best video, as long as you get the main encounter. Officers get fired for insane behavior. We got an update on the police officer in Jackson, Michigan, who lost his job, who was involved in a domestic V situation, operating while intox, while armed, pistol whipped his old lady with their kid in the vehicle. He got pulled over. He got all piled on all these charges, multiple felonies. And he pled out, did a plea bargain. Former Jackson police officer Jonathan Debsack. He pled out to a misdemeanor, operating while impaired. That's it. Nothing to do with the while armed. No two-way offenses at all. No Second Amendment offenses at all. I guess he did quit his job, allegedly. I don't think he was even fired. They let him quit his job, resign. So in 3 years, he'll probably become a cop somewhere else. I think in Michigan, with an impaired sentence, it may be an automatic 3 years loss of your right to carry conceal or your CPL license in Michigan. So he may not be able to be a cop for at least 3 years. But all the domestic charges for hitting his old lady, pistol whipping his old lady, not a First Amendment auditor, a police officer. All that was dropped by Judge Allison Batestein. Go figure. A tiny hat, letting a tiny hat go free. The IDF protecting their own. They're all part of that same team, and you're not in it. And then this new prosecutor, female prosecutor, she let it slide, let it go by too, undercharging him. But sounded like he was set up somewhat by his old lady. She was going through his phone, and she learned how to push all his buttons and sift through his private data through his mobile phone when he wasn't looking, and then called 911 on him. But if he lost his job, and she don't want him to lose his future employment as a police officer, so she probably didn't press charges with the domestic V situation. She probably didn't go forward with it. So the prosecutor, they could have still went forward with it. They just chose not to. So the female, she wants to make sure that money train's coming in. Just like I said before, she's ready to leave this cop. She's got a 2-year-old kid. She went and had a kid with him, and now it's time to collect, time to leave him and collect for the next 16, 18 years till this kid's 18. Then she can go out and be an OnlyFans, an EA304. One of them E-women, E-girls on only OF, one of them OF girls. Them OF girls, and she'll probably go get hooked up with one of her illegals and collect them $5,000 a month checks. Speaking of which, I'm wondering how many of these police officers this year, every time I go out and do an audit, I'm going to ask these police officers, how many illegals have you arrested for failure to pay child support? How many blacks have you arrested for failure to pay child support? It's going to be a big fat zero on all of them. You know, they don't incentivize us whites to have kids. Why would we have kids when you got law enforcement, entire law enforcement apparatus on you, coming down full weight of the Police Officers Association coming down on you? They're only out there arresting the white man for not paying child support. They're not arresting any illegals with all their anchor babies. They're not arresting any of the blacks. So we'll be asking some of the police officers that, how many illegals do you arrest? Oh, Daniel, they took your rights away. 2A rights, yeah. That's what they like to do. They like to take your two-way rights away as an American citizen, and then they'll flood your community, make sure all your neighbors are third worlders straight from Somalia, straight from the Congo. Say, have at it. Good luck. That's what's going on in Jackson, Michigan. It's pretty bad. Let's see what kind of numbers we can push today. Got a video here for you. Stay with us. We got a video. We're live. Stay with us. Got a video for you. Stay with us. Cops. More cops. Got some insane Karens. Lose their mind. Insane Karens absolutely lose their mind like you wouldn't believe. Stay with us. Hit that like, hit that subscribe tab.
Huh?
Hey, Shorty. Hey, tough guy.
Well, I'm just wondering. I mean, I think we both know what would happen if something happened here.
What police department you work for?
No one. I'm not threatening nobody. He's calling me a tough guy, Shorty, and just talking disrespectful. Why are you here?
Dude, give me my distance,
Because I already planned to come down here tonight so that people like you don't burn my town.
Jeff, welcome. Ritt, welcome. Jeff says he should not have been fired. I don't think he was fired. I think actually he just ended up resigning or quit on his own. The one in Jackson, he wasn't fired. Deb Sack, he just quit on his own. So he'll be able to be a cop again, and you might have to wait about 3 years. In Michigan, it's an automatic loss of your CPL. You've got to have that to be a cop. So it's automatic 3 years loss of it before you can reapply. You might not want to be a cop anymore, but he'll become a cop again. That's what they do. They like that power trip. Become a cop, and he'll have to pay all that child support. He's going to have to go back to work. His old lady's got a young kid, a 2-year-old kid with this lady he just pistol whipped. Not a First Amendment auditor doing that, a police officer, Jackson City police officer. Now it's time for her to collect on that kid. It's a business for women in America. If you're a white man, be careful. It's a business. It's a big scam. The police officers arresting you for failure to pay child support, making you slave your life away. It's only for the white man. If you're an illegal, you're black, or you're good to go. You don't have to pay. You don't have to worry about police or judges sending any cops to your house to arrest you. Or you don't have to worry about them directly taking money away out of your checks before you get it back, direct deposit like the government does. You might get $1,000 every 2 weeks on your paycheck. And by the time you get it, after the government takes it all, the taxes and all the $600 every 2 weeks out of it, you get like $200, $150 of your $1,000 to make sure they pay for your old lady, your ex-old lady that's out messing around with some illegals collecting $5,000 amount of checks. Don't fall for it. It's a scam. Telling you, all you younger men, if there's any of you younger men watching these videos, don't fall for it. I'm sure you hear enough of it on X. There's plenty of it out there from the real Top G on X. He'll keep you informed. Make sure you listen to the real Top G over on X. He'll keep you informed. All you younger generation of men. We do our best over here on the YouTubes. If you're new here, I see we're reaching some new people from the YouTube Shorts feed. Give us that subscribe if you like police accountability, civil rights education, YouTube videos. Let's get back to this video. Stay with us.
They're making
This guy's a joke, man. He acts like he's gonna protect
You're
somebody.
a joke,
Can't
sweetheart.
you see all these security around, dude? Don't you think there's a police department for a reason?
Yeah, I know.
Because of people
They
like
said-
you.
no,
because
because
of
of
violent
you.
people like you.
Because of you.
Let me see your ID. You got ID I can see? You got ID I can check out? Davison Excavating Company, Thin Blue Line.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm done with this guy. We're gonna let's see if we can get his VIN number here.
Let me get some pictures of you there, cutie. You're
Here's
real
VIN
sweet
number.
looking.
I didn't think he looked that sweet.
He looks like a real sweetheart to
Here comes
me.
your buddies, boys in blue for you.
You look like a real sweetheart to me. You're it. There we go. I'll see you tonight. If you guys it up, I'm gonna come hot. So,
That's a threat right there.
ooh,
You guys
do
heard
you
it.
think someone's gonna
You
press
guys heard
charges?
the threat.
Get Out of
Who
my
are
town.
you? I don't even see anybody with masks.
Who
on.
are you?
Don't
Who
worry
are
about-
you?
We're American citizens. That's who we are.
Go in your town and do what the you're here to do then.
What if your roof could pay you back? Sounds crazy, right? Let us explain. Traditional roofs drain your wallet.
Well,
Out of our town.
it's called taking pictures. It's called taking pictures, dude.
Called, you look like a what it is. Out of our
There you
town.
go, guys. Davison
That's
Excavating.
what I call cops on you right now. I'm being harassed.
Well, that ain't gonna do so
That's why we
because
record
everything's
it.
on video.
That's why I record everything. It's because of people like
Good.
you.
Good. We'll get you documented on your name.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You think they're gonna ID us?
Yep.
Oh, we'll see. They're not gonna
Look at
ID
these
us.
guys. These guys are.
We haven't committed a
Look
crime.
at Karen here, this entitled Karen coming up. Back up away from me, entitled Karen.
Come on, let's-
Yeah, I'm being harassed by out-of-town protesters in black gear down here downtown,
Oh,
right in front of the
you
CP Federal
can't even
Building,
take it.
the Innovation Center. They're out here with videotapes, black head to toe, army gear, black pants,
Army gear.
backpack, face
I didn't
mask,
know you
black
had army gear.
skull and crossbone hats, black
This guy won't give me my
glasses.
6 feet and he keeps blowing
So I need
stinky ass breath
yeah,
in my
I'm right
face.
here right now. I need an officer here right now. I want these guys ID'd. My name is Brian
They're
Davis.
not gonna get ID, buddy. It's called a First Amendment right.
Okay.
So we got Brian Shupak.
So it's here. I'm here.
We got
I'm
Brian
here right
Shupak
now.
here. This is Shupak Sporting Goods here.
There's two out of town people. Yeah, I'm making myself known. They're
This
recording.
guy's
First
lying.
Amendment,
He's
They're
lying.
down here in black
Lady,
garb, head
lady,
to toe.
give me
You know,
my
here
space,
telling me
right?
that we don't need. I don't need to worry about who
He
they're
obviously
with.
doesn't know his First Amendment rights. He probably does. He doesn't know his First Amendment rights.
Look at these people.
Well, good, thank
Look
you.
at this. Look at this. lady.
So what I guess what is your confusion about him not knowing anything about his First Amendment rights?
I just want to know why you're here.
Because he's calling the police to have us ID. Which
Right,
ain't
well,
gonna
you're-
happen.
You're coming up and
Taking pictures.
videotaping me and acting like you're all tough. Look at this.
Why'd you stop in front of my camera?
Because I don't
then?
like the way you look in
Hey,
my
shorty.
town.
Hey, shorty.
You can't be
Get outta here.
Hey,
discouraged
shorty.
by the way they look.
Keep it
You
up,
need to
shorty.
leave.
What are you gonna do,
You need to
sweet
leave.
nuts?
What are you
You
doing?
You ain't gonna do nothing, sweetheart.
Okay, Karen.
I'll smash a few of you.
Look
What are
at
you, 110 pounds, sweetheart?
You can get violent. They're not lying.
Keep
A
making
few
your
of
keep making your
A
threats.
few of
The
you.
police will see this.
A few of Easy. Real easy. Real simple.
So what brought you to Jackson?
Leave our town.
We love out of town visitors.
This is our town.
We love out of town visitors.
Look
What
at
brought you to
Karen.
They ain't
Jackson?
out of town visitors. They're here.
What brought you to
for
You
Jackson?
want to identify yourself? If this lady
You
steps
need to get
within
out of
my,
our town.
if she steps within my personal
You need to get out of our
space-
town.
You ain't
So
gonna
where you-
touch
what-
no
what-
You need to
female
get
around
out of
here
our
in
town.
Jackson, because that's
Back
where the wheels go
You
down.
need to get out of
Back
our
away.
town.
Touch no
You
female.
Back
need to get
away.
out of our
You guys are
town.
missing
Back
it.
You
away!
need to get out of our town.
Back away!
You need to get
If you're
out
not
of our
from here, what
town.
brought you-
Back away!
It's a serious question.
I'm
What
telling
brought
you, you need
Back
to get out
away.
of our town.
If you,
We're doing
Back away!
You need to
I am
get
10 feet
out
away
of our
from you.
town.
what are you
I'm not here
investigating?
for
What do you
any of this
investigate?
other-
What do you
10 feet
investigate?
away
You need to
Look at
get
these
out of our
people. Look how
town.
close
Oh, okay.
they are.
So
I can't-
Come
are you a
here and
private
again.
investigator? Or are you working for a public
Well,
service?
I don't want to say that.
What's your name, sir? You want to identify yourself without the questions?
Yeah.
You got all these questions. What's your
Well,
name?
as soon as you identify yourself, I will.
And I live in Jackson, Michigan, and I've lived here my whole life. Who the hell are you?
So it's same
You
here.
show me your ID.
Same here.
Karen, can I see your ID, Karen?
She
Oh, your
didn't say
name's
Karen.
Karen.
So it's
She
just
didn't
the way
say
he's
Karen.
dressed.
Couple
You're an
of
agitator.
Right
Get
here.
out of
Here's
here.
my ID.
problems we
I
ain't
live
having
in
around
this
here.
town.
Freaking
I live a
We ain't
mile
having it around
away.
here.
Why are you
We ain't
here?
having it around here.
What's your ID? I showed you my ID.
Agitator.
So then you should
Get
have
out
taken
of
away
our
a different
town.
tone instead of
I
being
showed you my
hostile with
ID.
me.
I
Because we
showed
ain't
you my
having
ID.
this And I'm
Where's your ID?
I've been nice to you the whole.
now
Yeah.
you're being
Where,
rude.
so you asked me
You're
for
an
my ID. I showed it to you.
You're an agitator.
Oh, you're an
Get out
We
of
want you out of our town. Out of here.
Oh, that dog doesn't even like him. That dog doesn't even like him. Look at that dog.
guys.
That
All
dog
dogs
bit
love
the.
me.
He
All
knows-
dogs love me.
dog doesn't like
That
you.
dog just attacking violent people.
This dog doesn't like you. Get out
Hey,
of our
we
town.
ain't no.
This dog doesn't like you. Get out of our town.
That dog
That
attacked the
dog doesn't like
violent.
the shit out of you.
You have no.
I wish
So
you'd let
Get
him.
him.
So now they're making
I wish you
threats.
would.
here.
investigate. So let's talk about this investigation that you can't talk about.
What are you doing?
So-
I can't.
Oh, so now you're hard of hearing?
No. I was focused on him.
You got
What-
guns in
Back
this
So
house.
you
got
talk
guns
about
in
you're
there.
investigating something. What are you
Give me
investigating?
my 6 feet.
I can't say that.
Oh, okay.
But let me
But you
just-
work for a private
let me
company,
tell you
so you
this.
got an
You're
NDO.
Let me
reaching
just
in
tell
your
you
pocket.
this
You're
so
making
you
me
guys
nervous.
know, okay?
Yeah.
That we're not here to cause
You're
problems.
reaching in your
We're not
pocket.
here
You're making
for
me nervous.
everything that's going on.
Look at this
Okay,
guy.
we're
So you
here
heard
for-
of
Look at Shoepeck's
We're
got
here
his
for
hand on
something.
his. Got
It's not
about
about
all
any
these guys
violence.
with.
Agitator. Get out of
Yeah.
our town.
Yeah.
Get out of here. We don't want you here.
You're
We don't
an
want all your friends
agitator.
here.
Get
We
out
want
of
you
our
all
town.
gone.
Yeah.
We want you all gone.
You're an agitator. Get
Out of here.
Get out.
Standing in front of me, blocking my way?
This is
You're an agitator.
Get out of our town.
This
We
is
don't want your
this is
trouble.
a thin blue line loyalist right here, guys. Thin blue line loyalist.
I don't know what
I'm
that
an
means.
American loyalist, and this is my fucking town.
We're
homie.
Jackson loyalists.
Like we
Look
are.
at this private
Yeah, let's see your
citizen got
ID.
his hand on his thumb and taking pictures.
Okay,
Get out of our
I showed
town.
you my ID.
It's an
Let's see
open
You're
yours.
leaving right now.
Get
Well,
out.
He's threatening me with his hand on his.
Get out.
It's an open
He's
Get
prepared
out.
to respond. 'cause
You're
you won't get
threatening
your hand out
everybody
of
Get your
there.
hand out of your
Being here.
pocket. What do you got in there?
Yeah.
Stay back. Stay back.
You're an agitator.
Stay
Get
back,
out
or I
of our
will
town.
defend myself. I have that right. Stay
You
You're
back.
an
absolutely do.
agitator.
You're not-
Get out of our town.
No one is putting you in. No one's
Yep,
putting
we don't
you
want
in.
you here, homie. We don't want you here. You don't belong here, bud. You don't belong here.
You're an agitator.
Give
Get
me
the
my
fuck out of
space.
our town.
leave. You may leave. I
Hey,
will
hey,
right
don't put your hands out.
Well, I won't touch anybody, sir. I won't touch anybody. You may leave.
Your way.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
You may leave.
Dear Dr. K, I used to think I was
Our town.
Here's this guy's been now.
Off my truck, dude. Back up off my truck. Back up off my truck.
I'm not touching your truck.
Okay, don't be videotaping my VIN numbers. What are you for what? What are you gonna do with that
Get on your
information
face,
around
go.
here?
Somebody call the police.
Go back to your home.
He's a Proud Boy
Go back to
University.
where you came from.
Hey, little guy, look at this little shorty. Hey, how much we paying you guys to, you guys are,
Good job.
dude, that dog just attacked me, dude. Look what we got out here now, guys.
Out of here, dude. Out of here.
You doing my sister?
You're here.
Dude, look at this guy. He's drunk. He's drinking.
Oh,
this
yeah.
guy's got alcohol on his
Drank
breath.
for 6
He's
years.
got alcohol on his breath.
Oh, do I?
Back away from me. Dude, what the f is wrong with you?
Out of here.
No.
Dude,
Hey, come on,
get the-
Brian. We don't want to go that way.
Dude.
Come on. I'm here. I'm bored. I'm from here.
Somebody call the cops. Get the cops down here.
I've got,
Get the
I got a
cops
charge I
down
gotta
here.
put on one of them.
Did you see that dog bite me? Did you get that on film?
I don't know.
Why are you in our town? Dressed like that? Why are you here?
You've done your investigation. I think your investigation has come to a conclusion.
We got someone with the police badge.
He's just trying to entice him.
No, there's no sensitivity of what you're doing.
I'm taking pictures. I'm walking around taking pictures.
You're not doing anything wrong.
Why'd you say I'm an enticer then, dude? You just come on scene.
Yes, he is.
He's doing nothing wrong. He does this to the police all the time. He takes videos of this. He's trying to get a reaction from you guys.
Okay. But he's
Dude, he
from
rolled
Jackson?
up.
Is he from Jackson?
He
doesn't
rolled
need
up
to
on
be.
us
This is a lawful place.
for
man.
nothing.
You're right. This is a lawful
Yeah,
place.
Yeah, and it's
gonna be
America. It's
tonight
the
at
First
midnight,
Amendment
too.
protected
When the
activity.
cops stop sympathizing
You
with
look really
Nazis and
queer.
stop
They
sympathizing
need
with
to learn your rights.
You guys are trying to start a riot right
There's
now.
no one your rights.
Ain't nobody starting no riots around here.
No, you're not trying to start a riot. We're trying to get out of the meeting. He's trying to start a riot.
Dude, we're walking around peacefully. We got it all on video.
So if you want to watch the rest of that, see how that turns out with the police there in Jackson, Michigan with these insane Karens. Confront us out there, peacefully out recording. Jackson's full of insane Karens and Darren's angry mobs out roaming around looking to violate rights of people. And then the police, go check it out at our, go subscribe to our channel, Freedom News Now. Go watch the rest of that video. Insane Karens lose their mind. You like those kind of videos, those insane Karens, insane Darren videos. That's a good one. We're also talking officers get fired for insane behavior live. Make sure you guys go support all your favorite auditors, cop watchers out there. There's some good auditors out in Michigan, been out recording. MCC was out recording at the state capitol yesterday. They had a pretty good turnout there at the state capitol. One guy was a holy roller guy, went up there with his, he had a big speaker and he went in the middle of it, and all those insane Karens and Darrens went all crazy where they were triggered by this guy speaking the gospel around them. They started burning up in flames, literally. The police had to come and make him leave. And then they were going after MCC, saying things with the MCC, and pretty crazy. They've been doing some live streams. Edward, welcome. James, welcome. Santos, welcome. Hold on. All right, let's see. I think you may have been added. Let's OTVO. I think I got you added as a mod, got you wrenched. You wanted to drop links. I don't usually run a lot of mods, or got a couple, but I don't usually, my lives aren't big enough to where I necessarily need mods, but I modded you, gave you, wrenched you anyways. Let's OTVO. Have at it. Don't block anyone though. Don't block any comments or anything like that. Just let them all fly. Let them go. Makes it interesting. Ford or Chevy, says. Edward says Lexus. Some people say Tesla Cybertruck. Maybe I got a Tesla Cybertruck out in the driveway, out in the garage. From YouTube money, making so much off YouTube that can afford a Tesla Cybertruck. That's not happening. A lot of the people getting all the big views are coming out those body cam, police body cam videos. And most people like the Toyotas and the Hondas, or many people, says Mr. Good Citizen. Stay with us. A lot of the body cam, police body cam, like a lot of the bigger channels that made their name off hijacking all the auditors and cop watchers content. Now they just go and hijack all the body cam because it's considered public video. So for the most part, you can use it without they can use it without being in fear of copyright violations. Because after a while, like, other YouTubers get jealous or whatnot, and they start coming after you if you use their content. That's happened to me. I've had some channels I've helped out, and then they had a couple of shorts videos that got real big and picked up several thousand fake subscribers. And next thing you know, they're trying to come at me for sharing their content when they're a smaller channel from a year prior. So that's why you don't see any videos from anyone else on my channel, Freedom News Now. It's all our content, original content. We've been doing it for over 10 years, so it's gotten to where you can't even share clips from the media anymore. It's like the media, they can share all the clips they want, but if you try to share clips and consider it fair use, then the media wants to come after you. All these big multi-million-dollar corporations want to come after the little independent journalist that's getting more clicks, more views than them. On social media at a 1% of the expense. Edward says, rule of law is broken. It's finished. V48, welcome. Stay with us. We got more cops. We were talking about the Jackson police officer that was arrested, Jonathan Deb Sack from the city police. He was finally he was charged and finally took a plea bargain. He was charged with multiple felonies, domestic V while armed, pistol whipping his old lady, operating while impaired while armed, with a kid in the vehicle, a minor, all this. And he ended up, they let him, the activist radical judge we've been reporting on, Judge Allison Bates-Stein, she let him off the hook with a plea bargain of operating while impaired. That's it, a misdemeanor. He might get probation. That's it. No felonies, no domestic Vs, no incidents having to do with the Second Amendment. Domestic V while armed, of all things. Nope, none of that. That all just disappeared for police officer Jonathan Deb Sack from the Jackson City Police Department. You can thank these female judges that fail to follow rule of law. These activist judges like Allison Bates-Stein and Michael Clarenstein, who are aiding and abetting, harboring and concealing illegals, the Jackson, Michigan area, like you wouldn't believe. All the while stripping the rights away from the American citizen, taking their Second Amendment rights away, taking their First Amendment rights away. And they flood your community with thousands of Somalis, illegals from the Congo, from Haiti, because they said they assimilate well in Jackson, Michigan. There's a high African American population, so they brought in a lot from Africa, real Africans, because they said these judges like Allison Bates-Stein and Michael Clarenstein thought they would assimilate well here in Jackson, Michigan. All we can do is report and document on it. And then they take the American citizens' rights away from them. Well, people can remember that when it comes time for the rigged selections, when they're probably be running unopposed. These judges always run unopposed in their rigged selections, fully rigged selections. You know, you got to be a member of the same secret society, bar association to oppose. Stay with us. We got more cops on the way. More cops live. Stay with us. So I wanted to touch base on some things. Some of you people are watching our videos who've been following us for quite a while now. There you go. That's OTVO. That's not good. New Mexico. Edward says Leroy's doing some good work in Union City. Okay, I see you. TOS. Terms of service. That's going to be the new out to record these judges, prosecutors the best you can. It's hard to, they hide behind those big, massive, expensive brick buildings. And they don't let you bring in any recording devices to hold them accountable inside. But they got to, you can catch up with them and ask them questions occasionally. But was touching base on the fact that a lot of our videos, the cop watch videos you're seeing, I don't know how much we'll be getting out on the new cop watch scene. A lot of the cop watch videos you see are they're videos that are either re-edited or videos. A lot of times they've never been published. I've got a massive library of videos videos never published. But basically, if it's a cop watch video, it's probably going to be an older video. It's probably not going to be me out there. But if it's an auditing video, like these videos at the courthouses, these open carries recently, those are all brand new videos. Those are all new videos for the people that have been following us for a while, following our channel, just to let you know. Probably most of the courthouse videos, those will all be newer videos. Occasionally there's an older one, like the one with that older lady where she confronted us, that janitor. I don't think she's even there anymore. She probably lost her job or something for not cleaning toilets well enough. Couldn't even do that well enough. Couldn't even keep the toilets clean. Stay with us. We got more cops on the way. More cops. Jackson County is the first Michigan municipality to sign a warrant agreement with ICE. Jackson County has become the first municipality in Michigan to enter into an agreement with a federal immigration agency to execute warrants without judicial approval. The recent move concerns immigrant rights advocates who fear the program will lead to racial profiling and increased detention and deportations of their precious illegals who don't have criminal records. Known as the Warrant Service Officer Program, the agreement allows deputies of the Jackson County offices, Sheriff's Department to effectively act as federal agents by helping U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, and targeting illegals who may be jailed or in custody of the Sheriff's Department. Jackson County has about 160,000 residents, which has skyrocketed to over 250,000 from the influx of illegals into the county. 160,000 residents and taking on, 90,000 illegals, mostly from Africa, from Somalia, from the Congo, from Haiti. Several thousand from Venezuela. You can thank these judges, thank these activist judges like D12 Judge Allison Bastein and Michael Cohen, Claire Hinstein. we're going to keep reporting on, report and document. You know, word is they're going to be trying to put a stop to the Jackson County Sheriff from cooperating with ICE. We'll be reporting on it, and we'll see. And these female judges violating rule of law. Once again, I want to say out there to y'all, happy Easter to y'all that's celebrating the Easter time tradition. On this April 20th, 2025 YouTube live stream. What a great time to be alive. Stay with us. We got more cops. Who's all in here? Who's watching? ADD, welcome. Officers get fired for insane behavior. Live. Stay with us. We got more cops. More cops. On the way. So yeah, the Jackson police officer that was arrested. Jackson police officer arrested on several charges, including assault with a dangerous, his sidearm. Jackson, Michigan. He was allowed to resign. Charged with assault with a dangerous, his sidearm. Pistol in his old lady. DV. She must have dropped the charges on that. All the DV. He pled guilty. The judge let him plead guilty, and the prosecutor let him plead guilty to just a OWI. Nothing related to the Second Amendment, to the sidearm in there. Nothing related to DV. He'll probably be a police officer in a few years. The woman he's got a kid with, a 2-year-old that was in the vehicle with him, she didn't want to go through with the charges most likely because she wants to make sure he can get a job in a few years to pay that child support. She wants to make sure she's got that child support coming in for the next 16 years while she's out messing around with all her precious illegals and blacks. Poor guy. You almost feel bad for him. Lost his job. His old lady set him up. Well, he fell for it. She probably learned from him. She probably learned it all from him. She went through his cell phone, sifting through his cell phone, found this data, used it against him, and then called 911, called 911, didn't let him know. Then she started pushing his buttons while she was secretly on the line with 911. She probably learned it all from him, from her police officer, boyfriend, baby daddy. All you younger men, let it be a lesson. The system's working against you. You know, unless you're, if you're, these judges are going to send the cops to come arrest you if you're a white man for failure to pay child support. They're not going to come arrest. How many black guys are these cops arresting for failure to pay child support? How many illegals are getting arrested for failure to pay child support? 0. Not very many. It's all rigged against you. Need to stand up, rise up, be strong, fight back. Don't let yourself be replaced, erased. Don't let it happen. Stand up for yourself. Be strong. What a great time to be alive. So thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you joining us here on these YouTube live streams here at Freedom News Now. Make sure you go watch some of our other YouTube videos if you like those long form videos, long form content here at Freedom News Now. We may start doing more live streams here at Freedom News Now. Continue the live streams. Find us from the YouTube Shorts feed. Go check out some of our other YouTube videos if you like police accountability, civil rights education, YouTube videos. I think we're going to wrap this video up here at Freedom News Now. As always, thank you for watching Freedom News Now, First Amendment Audit. We'll see you on the next one. Freedom News Now, First Amendment Audit. I'm out.